Hi, friends. Teacher Lucas here again today with the second part of reading Swimming with Sharks: The Daring Discoveries of Eugenie Clark by Heather Lang and pictures by Jordi Solano. In 1955, she opened the Cape Hayes Marine Laboratory in Florida. Right away, she built a shark pen next to the dock. No one had studied living sharks in their natural environment before. Jeannie caught hammerheads, black-tip sharks, dogfish sharks, lemon sharks, nurse sharks, bull sharks, and tiger sharks. She observed, she sketched, she took detailed notes. The more time Jeannie spent with sharks, the more she knew people were wrong about them. She wondered, could sharks be trained? At the bottom of this page, there is a drawing of a piece of paper. It has two sharks on it, and it says sharks are diverse. That means that sharks are different from each other. In no time, Jeannie taught a pair of lemon sharks to press a whiteboard connected to an underwater bell, then swim to another spot to catch their reward. The female shark discovered if she let the male press the target, she could gobble up the food before he got there. Even after 10-week break, the sharks remembered the drill right away. So this proves wrong. Actually, the sharks are pretty smart. And there's a drawing right over here of a shark and a piece of paper, on a piece of paper, and it says sharks are clever. That means sharks are smart. Here's Jeannie doing her experiment with the sharks. Scientists all over the world admired Jeannie's research and came to work with the shark lady in her lab. As diving equipment improved, Jeannie dove deeper. She spent longer periods of time underwater and uncovered more secrets about sharks. Jeannie studied the mating frenzy of the gray reef shark. She researched an undersea hatchery for the Japanese swell shark, and she swam with dogfish shark, as small as a pencil, and a whale shark as big as a bus. So she studied was actually how sharks make babies and take care of their babies. And I presume that this is probably Jeannie right over here, next to a very large shark. And at the top of the page over here, there is a drawing of probably the same shark, and it says, sharks are gentle. Jeannie knew the more she discovered about sharks, the less people would fear them. When she heard that there might be sleeping sharks in Mexico, she had to investigate. Scientists thought sharks had to be swimming to keep oxygen flowing through their mouths and over their gills. She wondered, why would a shark lie still? Down, 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 she swam into the shark's cave. Suddenly, she was face to face with a requiem shark, one of the world's most feared fish. Was the shark really sleeping? Would it feel trapped if the cave in the cave and attack? Jeannie stared at the shark's sharp, biting teeth and the 4 rows of extra teeth behind them. The shark's mouth opened and closed, pumping oxygen over its gills. A remora fish cleaned the shark, nibbling on parasites and wiggling in and out of its gills. So, friends, what do you think that the shark was doing? And it sounds like there was another, the remora fish was helping the shark, possibly their friends or family, maybe. As Jeannie swam toward the shark, it followed her with its eyes. This shark was not sleeping, but it did not attack. She took water samples and tested rocks and water currents, the way that the water flows. That's the current. She observed. She looked at the shark. She sketched, drew. She took detailed notes. Jeannie discovered the water in the caves was less salty. Loosening parasites, which are little bugs, if you will, on the shark and making cleaning easier for the remoras. The underwater caves were cleaning stations for sharks. Like a bath? Like a big bath? So right here, there's a drawing of a piece of paper and the shark probably, I guess maybe the shark here. And it says sharks are sophisticated. That's a big word. I'm trying to think of how I could explain sophisticated. It's a little bit of smart and a little bit of fancy, I think. Maybe your grown-up knows some good words to use for sophisticated. That's a good word to use. The more time Jeannie spent underwater, the fewer sharks she saw. People killed them out of fear. People killed them because of their fins. Oh dear. People killed them thinking it would make beaches safer. Sharks had ruled the oceans for more than 40 million years, and now they were in serious danger. So, friends, do you think that Jeannie knows something that other people don't? That sometimes maybe people judge an animal or maybe other people because they don't know too much about that person and the way they look. You can't judge a person by the way they look. You can't judge an animal by the way they look and the fact that you don't know anything about them. Let's continue with the story, okay? Jeannie's research proved that sharks were not voracious killers. She knew most sharks should be more afraid of us than we are of them. It's kind of like, actually, reminds me of spiders, maybe, the last book I read. Jeannie spoke out to the world. Sharks are magnificent. They're great and misunderstood. People don't understand them. When Jeannie talked, people listened. Dr. Eugene Clark had become one of the most respected fish scientists in the world. And after her decades of research and discoveries, Jeannie knew there are lots of things, big things, that we don't know about. There will always be more to learn, always more surprises. She never stopped pressing her face against the glass and wondering. So many things we don't know about that we can find out about and learn about. Even adults. I know personally I'm learning every day. The end. And here's a picture of the real life Eugenie Clark. So, this book is special to me because it's about a girl who loves sharks. Yes. And who later became the shark lady and taught us all and showed us all about how fascinating sharks are. And also, my partner, my sweetie, works at Aquarium of the Bay. And they love sharks too and fish. And they even help feed the sharks at the aquarium. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And they take care of their animals too there. And even right now, today they're working and they're taking care of the animals even during this time. So that's why this is special to me. If you like this book, I'd like to know. If you don't, that's fine. I'll be reading another book tomorrow. Thanks for listening in. Have a great day. Bye, friends.